Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into the Netflix horror film, The Ritual, 2017. This movie really stuck with me, and I think it deserves a closer look. Released in 2017, The Ritual boasts a fantastic premise and superb execution. The atmosphere is incredibly tense, and at times, it even echoes the found-footage style of the Blair Witch Project. However, the ending feels a bit rushed, a little abrupt. Despite that, the film is still incredibly high quality and earns a very high rating from me. It turns out the film is based on Adam Neville's book of the same name, and I suspect they couldn't fit everything in. The movie impressed me so much. I even bought the book a couple of years ago, and still haven't gotten around to reading it. Anyway, let's talk about the plot. The film begins with 5 old friends at a pub, debating their next getaway. They are all successful and married, but they still make time for these trips. Las Vegas. Ibiza. Then one suggests something completely different. A hike across a remote trail between Sweden and Norway. They leave the pub, and Luke and Robert head to a convenience store. Unfortunately, they encounter robbers. Luke hides, but Robert refuses to give up his wedding ring, and tragically, he's killed. 6 months later, the remaining 4 friends embark on that hike, a tribute to Robert. Luke is consumed by guilt over Robert's death, feeling he should have intervened. The others share the unspoken burden of guilt as well. They reach a peak, pay their respects, and then, with 14 hours left to go, Dom, the perpetually grumpy one, twists his ankle. To avoid Dom's complaining, they decide to take a shortcut through the woods. This shortcut leads them to strange symbols and a creepy, isolated cabin. They plan to spend the night and continue the next day. Needless to say, their adventure takes a dark turn, and for most, it becomes their final adventure. Why do people ignore warnings about staying on marked trails? It's not just in forests and mountains, even in cities. Straying off the beaten path can lead to trouble. Why would anyone assume a forest path is shorter or safer? They are ignoring the hills, potential water obstacles, and the very real risk of getting hopelessly lost. And the strange symbols they saw. The unnerving silence. The dilapidated car. These are all huge red flags. Dom's ankle wasn't even that bad. They were more scared of his complaining than the actual risk. What happens in the cabin is truly unsettling. Luke dreams of the convenience store where Robert died. Hutch has a terrifying nightmare. Dom sleeps for an extended period, clearly disturbed by something he saw. Phil is found naked, worshipping some kind of idol. Luke's guilt is amplified, but what about the others? What did they experience? The film doesn't explicitly explain it, suggesting the local anomaly is responsible. Things get worse. Hutch disappears during the night, and they find him hanged the next day. It's striking how little the friends argue, considering the situation. The only real conflict stems from the lingering guilt surrounding Robert's death. They actually demonstrate a deep care for each other. What is this entity they encounter? It's not an animal, it seems to feed on energy, not flesh. Is it an ancient god? It's hard to believe, but the vastness of unexplored wilderness makes you wonder what truly exists out there. We are told there are no unexplored areas left on Earth, but that's clearly not true. The whole world, our history, our very existence, is largely a mystery. And those who know something tend to keep quiet. This creature seems to possess magic, granting its followers longevity and other benefits. Why does it spare Luke? Perhaps his guilt made him a suitable vessel. Where do these forest dwellers get their sacrifices? Perhaps the entity draws them in. How many hikers have vanished in these woods? How many returned unharmed? Are the sacrifices a way to appease this powerful being, to keep it from venturing into civilization? Luke destroys the system, and the entity's rage is unleashed. Yet, it never leaves the forest's edge. Is it bound to that place? Is it tied to the belief in it, like in the show American Gods? Luke's escape may have inadvertently ended the entity's existence. Was it all orchestrated? The ending is rushed. What were those mummies in the cabin? Why did the entity turn on its followers? Why spare Luke? Was it because he confronted his fears and guilt? Was the entire ordeal designed to force his personal growth? While the world doesn't revolve around one person, sometimes it feels like events are tailored for a specific individual. Everyone else, friends, family, bystanders, are just props. I don't know for sure, but let me know your thoughts on the ritual in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more horror reviews. Thanks for watching.